What's it called? What's it called? What's it called? No, he doesn't even know what it's called. What's it called?
It's so funny. It's like recording remotely. It just feels a little different, right?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Exactly. Like we used to just be sitting in an office and then
Yeah.
we would be talking and it would slowly roll into it. But now we like push a button and then a red light comes on in both of our internet browsers. And it's like, well, it is the beginning and we have begun. Now, we would like to invite you to begin the podcast with us.
Yeah. What time is it where you are, Dave?
Yeah,
Dave's live
the
from-
world's most boring podcast. What
it
time
amazing
is
that
it
the-
where you are with Dave and Caleb?
Still half my life is people asking me what time it is where I am. You know,
know.
the most easily Googleable. What time? Hey, so I'm in Detroit.
Yeah.
Are you?
Well,
No,
it's like
who
they
gives a
say,
shit?
you can take your mom out of the past, but you can't take the past out of your mom, you know? Like truly, man, my mom still I'll be like visiting them in Pueblo, Colorado, and she'll be like, I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee at the Starbucks. And she'll be like, hold on, let me write you directions. And I'm like, I don't need them. And she'll be like, well, how are you gonna get there? And I'm like, I'll Google it. And Google will tell me. And
that's actually even more old fashioned. It's like they got a sign that's 1,000 feet tall, Mom.
Yeah. That's the other thing. I drink coffee to live. I know where it is. I know where the Starbucks is. It's the only thing I know how to get to in Pueblo, Colorado.
There's probably one closer that you don't know about, Mom.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
It's kind of like gas and McDonald's. You just drive around long enough, you'll find one. Yeah.
Do your parents do the thing where they'll drive somewhere that's 2 blocks away and you're like, what?
Yes.
Like, did the news tell y'all everyone dies who walks?
Yeah, I think actually the answer is yes. Well, people will think I'm a hitchhiker. And then all of a sudden I'm in a truck blowing a guy.
Right. That's how it starts. Texas Chainsaw.
That's how it starts, man. One day, you're just walking to get a Starbucks. Before you know it, your fucking head's in the dirt.
Well, then if that's how it went, then there'd probably be a lot more a lot of people looking for hitchhikers. They're like, I hear they just get in and blow you. I didn't even know.
True.
They're so afraid.
I actually do think that is a thing. I think that of all the riffing we've just done, the real part is that some people do drive around hoping to pick up a hitchhiker who will blow them. It's like how
most of our economy. That's why gas is so high.
Well, no one's blowing anyone anymore. Now we got to pay for it.
Feels like nobody wants to blow anyone these days. Did you see that clip where Kim Kardashian was like, nobody wants to work anymore?
Yes, totally.
Get your fucking ass up and work. Nobody wants to work.
It's like, didn't you not have a job until there was a sex tape? Isn't that your life?
Well, she does work hard. I want to know who it is. Like, all your sisters have 8 businesses. Your husband put out 35 albums a year. One would be about God, one would be about his mom, one would be about his dick. Your current guy is Pete Davidson, who's somehow in 35 movies every 10 minutes. Who is this person who doesn't work? Who is in your life? Your mom.
Oh.
I don't even know what her mom like owns islands and shit. Well, who's not working?
I think she might be talking about Nicole Brown Simpson. I don't think she's working at all.
I know.
Stop being dead and get up and have 8 jobs already. Isn't that so funny? Did you see the FX thing, the People versus OJ Simpson, the show where they like?
I love the show.
They put the prosthetics on John Travolta's face and made him look even stupider.
That was so funny.
It was so bad,
funny.
And
it's so bad, but is it? Because it's so memorable. Isn't that all we're trying to do? I can't for his face Well, he would make his angry face like fucking
Oh.
Mr. Potato Head.
Totally. Yeah, totally.
Really
He
acting
was
over
like,
there.
they. I feel like they really made them all look pretty stupid. David Schwimmer, I don't even know how much they changed his face, but he looked pretty not real to me. I
And
remember
he
thinking,
kept doing the Ross voice. I get that you're you, but you can't go, OJ,
yeah.
OJ.
Before I saw that, I hadn't really processed that was Kim Kardashian's dad.
Right.
I hadn't really thought about it, and now it's like, damn, this woman's life is nuts.
Yeah, it
Like,
really is.
crazy.
What a start.
Totally.
What a start. And now I'm like, it's always been crazy. Like,
yeah.
so lots of people date people on SNL. We got friends dating people on SNL.
Totally.
And it's like, why is this? It's so everything.
I know this baby whose dad's on SNL. You know? I met this baby once.
I know a baby. Does anybody really know a baby?
I do. I know. I can talk to babies. They understand what I'm saying, and I hear their thoughts. Yeah.
Oh man, Dave speaks to the babies.
Here's a weird fact: most babies are Nazis. It's horrible.
Man.
It's horrible. They're all Nazis, man.
That would be
they have it all wrong.
Well, who's going to argue with that?
Yeah.
You know, you can't just prove it.
You can't. Yeah, man.
They'll be like, he's kicking. It's like, is he kicking or is he pledging allegiance to the Fuhrer
right
in there?
Right.
How do you really know?
Most things I say you can't prove. And that's how you know I'm smart.
I love when people say that too. They go, you can't prove. And I'll go, someone could prove.
Someone could
not
prove
me.
It. And if you
I
can't prove it,
anything.
You're saying something stupid. It's stupid.
I've never proved anything.
Yeah, prove it.
Prove it.
You want me to have
in court?
Yeah, totally.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stay right here and just say it again. What am I going to do?
Yeah, I don't think I can present empirical data that says Stevie Nicks didn't write that song, but I think this Google search will be almost there.
Isn't it the word? Like, I don't have any. I know nothing. I know so little. Even about the areas that are crucial to my survival, I know so little. But the things I do know. Like the other day, I was talking to one of my buddies, and he was like, "An Apocalypse Now came out in like the 80s," and I go, "No, it's 79." And he was like, "You know, it's like one of the best movies of the 80s." And I was like, "Once again, one of the best movies of the 70s." I agree with everything that you're saying, but I cannot. You seem very. I'm just telling you, I'm 100. He's like, "No, I'm pretty sure it was 1980," and I was like, "100% untrue." It came out in 1979. I don't know why I know that, but I know that I've misspelled my own middle name, but. And somehow that makes me the maddest when I'm like, I do know this.
Right.
You cannot fuck with me on this.
Right.
It doesn't matter, but I am right. No,
yeah?
Yes. Google it right now. No, I'm pretty sure. What are you doing?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, people do tend to get hardlined about, though, I mean, I'm that guy too. It happens to me kind of a lot. I think we all do it, right? You just hear a thing, and then that's a fact for you for the rest of your life.
Right.
And I don't have an example off the top of my head, but I feel like I've done it a lot.
My mom told me all the nutrients were in the crust of the bread. And I thought that until like 2 years ago.
I still think that, despite you telling me that that's not true.
It's not true. They put nutrients all out throughout the bread.
Yeah? Is that where they put it?
Nutrients are in the entire slice of bread.
Wow, great.
Moms say that so that you eat the crust. And I never Googled it.
Oh, right.
My brother had to tell me. We're sitting there and he was like, "That's not true." I go, "But mom said."
Yeah.
It's like she just wanted you to eat the crust.
Damn, that's funny.
Oh, there's so much shit like that.
So much of parenting is lies.
Yeah, you have to. There's no way not to.
Yeah.
George Washington. Oh, I can't. You better tell some lies, George.
Yeah, totally. It's also like, I don't know. This guy, the story is that he chopped down a cherry tree when he was a kid. First of all, like, who gives a fuck? Like, why was that ever a story we told? I think about that all the time. Like, he chopped down a cherry tree, and his dad was like, "Did you chop it down?" And he was like, "Yeah." And that's why he's president. That's insane. That's fucking crazy. Also, like, It's also a funny thing too about getting older. We've talked about this on the show a bunch. How like you just start to realize that all of history is made up, just because it in order to like get people to do stuff, there need to be stories.
Yeah.
So just like one of my favorites is someone said this to me in college a few times. A friend that I had in college was like, well, you know what they say about John Lennon.
Oh boy.
That who I fucking hate. But artistically I love him, but just every story you hear is like what a nightmare. And he apparently in an interview, someone asked him, Rolling Stone or whatever, was like, so why do you think that the Beatles are so successful? What do you attribute their success to? And John said, apparently, well, Paul and I always thought that we were the greatest band of all time. And then we became the greatest band of all time. And that's the story that my friend would tell me. And the context was like, so if you just believe in yourself, then you'll become what you believe you are. And the biggest reason I think that's bullshit is you only hear from the success stories.
Right.
There were a lot of bands in the 60s that didn't make it that were fronted by sociopaths, I'm sure. And, you know, in prison, I'm sure someone was like, so why do you, what happened with your band? And they're like, well, I thought they were the greatest band of all time. And then I'm in prison though. So I failed. I was wrong. Like there's so many. I don't know, dude. I just hate that. I hate that there's just stories. There's like these magical stories about magical people that have been passed on through time about these people in history. And then it's like, but they don't, I don't think they mean what you say. And I don't think they happened. I don't think George Washington chopped down a cherry tree.
No.
I don't think Thomas Jefferson and John Adams died at the same time. I don't think that's fucking true. You know why I especially don't think that's true? Because they didn't have watches or the internet. They didn't have phones. They like
Oh, you mean they died the same week and a horse took a long time to tell you that?
Totally. Yeah.
You had to send a message in a bottle somewhere.
Like there were just people back then who really took advantage of the fact that there was no internet. They were like, yeah, they died like 4 days apart, but we can say that it was like 2 minutes or whatever. And John Adams' last words were Jefferson lives. Prove it. Prove that to me.
I can't prove it.
I think his last words were probably "fuck Thomas Jefferson" or anything.
I think back in the day too, they didn't know about lies. Like George Washington would be like, you know, I don't want to be president, so I'm stepping down as a show. And I'm like, you know, I know he said that, but you know how people make up a lie for what they're doing because the truth sounds bad.
Yeah.
Like, did you not know? Like those are the same people that like. Trump did a good job because he said he did. Oh,
okay.
None of the other presidents thought to say they were the best one. Like,
I will say nowadays there still seems to be only like a handful of people that understand lies, and Trump's one of them. Trump, it's like his main superpower. He just like realized you can say anything, and most people are like, yeah. And
well, sometimes it even gets me. He'll go, we did so much this year, and I'll go, oh damn, and I'll Google it, and I'm like, oh, I forgot.
Damn it. He's even like, I mean, like his entire thing is he just told a nation of morons that he's strong and he can like lift weights and kill people, and they're like,
and he's a battery.
He's totally.
I even fall for Biden shit sometimes, where he's like, no, the economy's going good, and I'll go, yeah, fuck everybody, and then I go, wait a minute, it does feel bad. Wait a minute. Gas is high. Flights are $1 million.
It is funny with him. He's so crazy and old though that like when he tells a story, I sort of do like I don't like that story about fighting corn pop with chains.
Oh my God.
I think that's true. I think that happened to Joe Biden.
Well, he's been alive so long that chain fights were very common back then. And then there was no way to write it down.
And after your chain fight, you would go get a milkshake, 1 milkshake, 2 straws. Sure, we just fought with chains in like a rainy quarry, but now we're about to smooch over a milkshake because it's 1952.
Smooch is that should be a cuss word.
Smooch?
smooch,
dude. All of the like vanilla replacements for cuss words are the real cuss words for sure, dude. The
smooch
like,
is horrible.
yeah, darn. If someone says darn, I think they should go straight to hell.
Top 5 worst words of all time. Crap.
Totally crap. Poop.
I
don't
get
like saying
angry.
Poop.
I
When
get
someone's like,
angry.
I'm gonna poo. You're gonna poo.
Ugh.
You're gonna take a shit, and it's fine to take a shit. Everybody shits. Nobody poos though, except a fucking baby.
Right. Oh, poo poo.
Yeah.
Poo, poo, poo. Yeah. But
And
crap
maybe-
is just like you want to. It's the lamest word because you want to cuss.
Yes.
And you're not. You're too in control. It doesn't get anything out. I just hate it. I hate crap more than any word.
HE double hockey sticks is similar.
Oh,
it's just like,
oh boy.
Say hell, man.
Yeah.
Just say hell.
You know what? I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be just fine.
Totally.
It's a place. Isn't that weird? It's the only cuss word that's a place. How's that bad?
Except of course Fresno.
Go to Fresno.
Go to Fresno. You know,
Yeah.
don't
FRES
say it.
Hockey puck.
Yeah, that's right. I can't
FRSEN
horseshoe hockey puck. FRES horseshoe hockey puck. And no, spell it, don't say it. Otherwise, you'll live there.
I love that Brad Regan bit where he's on the phone doing his confirmation code, and he's trying to think of names for the letters. Where he's like, "B is in
That's such a good bit. God,
baked beans."
God damn it.
K is in kite. Oh, I know kite.
Oh boy, he's so funny.
Oh, the funniest man in the world.
Anybody who just leans into being real stupid.
Oh,
just
man.
Truly, I just love that his things like, I'm not smart. Today we're doing phonics.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
I love I had a story on a podcast one time where he has that famous bit where it's like, you too, at the airport.
Yeah.
Have a nice flight, you too. And that bit's like famous. That's like and so someone recognized him once in a hotel, and they go up to him and they go, and you. And he's like, oh, I know what you're trying to do, but you're not right. But I also want you to stop. So I don't want to correct you and go, no, it's you too. He's just like, please stop. And the guy goes, he's not responding. And he's like, no, and you.
Oh,
and
no.
you. And he's like, no, please. He's like trying to get away.
Dude, there's this do you know the comedian named Brad Austin? Do you know him?
I don't know Brad Austin.
He's really funny. And he started stand-up. Well, I don't know if he started, but he was in LA early on in comedy for him. And then he pretty quickly moved to New York. But I knew him when he was in LA. And I had that show years ago called Holy Fuck that like big comics would do. And Brad was a friend of mine, and I would like book him on the show. And he was a huge Todd Glass fan. And Todd Glass was one of the first like big gets I got. Matter of fact, I remember, I don't even know what gave me the balls to do this, but I just like walked up to him outside the Improv, and I was like less than a year into comedy. And I was like, hey, man, I'd love to have you on my show. And he just gave me his phone number. And
wow.
Yeah. And then matter of fact, I was so intimidated by him and looked up to him so much that when I called, I was like super businessy. I really remember leaving him this voicemail that was like,
oh boy.
Hello, Mr. Glass. This is Mr. Glass. Yeah. I was like, this is Dave Ross. I run a comedy show downtown Los Angeles called Holy Fuck. And I met you outside of the Improv, and you were kind enough to give me your phone number about a future booking. And I would love to have you. And he called me back. And again, I'm like so intimidated by him. I was such a big fan. He was like, yeah, hi, is this Dave Ross? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, hey, man, I heard your fucking voicemail, and I thought you were a goddamn bill collector. Just fucking relax. And And he's like yelling at me on the phone. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And I felt terrible. And it just like
it's so funny.
scared me even further. And
Who
then
told
like
you? Who
I
told you
kept
that
getting
such a-
scared. So he tried to make it a bigger bit and he just started like screaming at me.
Oh man.
And he was like, no, I fucking told you. And I just kept getting more and more scared. And eventually he had to apologize because I was being
That's so funny.
such a small boy about it. Yeah. But anyway,
That's great.
so I had Brad on the show and I don't remember exactly the bit. I think it was the titular bit from his album Thin Pig, where he's like talking
You're
about how
still
he
being so professional. His titular bit.
Well, it's you know what I mean. It's called it's the bit about being a thin pig.
Yeah.
I think it was anyway, I'm pretty sure that was the bit because it was like sort of offensive sounding. Brad like walked up to Todd and was like, "Hey man, I'm a big fan." And Todd was like, "Oh, great. Hey, nice to meet you." And he was like, "Man, yeah, I just love your album. I'm like such," and he was like, "Oh, cool." And he's like, yeah. No, you look like a thin pig, right? You know? And Todd was like,
no.
"What?" And then Brad was like the bit. And Todd goes, "What the fuck?" And then Brad's like, no, the bit from your album. And Todd's like, "Oh shit, right. Oh yeah. No, thanks. It was just like horrible. And Brad walked away like I just quoted his stand-up to him and he didn't remember it. And we were all like, yeah, dude, who remembers their own stand-up in a conversation? It was like it was like really, yeah.
Because it just goes away. Like I had a bit about how people always ask if you'd suck a dick with a gun to your head. It's like a very and then I would do the whole bit about how you can just tell me you have a gun. You don't have to put it to my head. I'll just do it. And then at the end, I would say, don't come up to me after the show and say you have a gun. And that was the end, and it would get a laugh. But then I forgot about that, and then people would just come up to me and say I have a gun.
Yeah.
After shows, and I would go, all right, like okay.
Dude, you know what's even crazier is when, and this nowadays happens more often, like way more often than with stand-up. Someone will message me on Instagram or text me referencing something I said on this podcast. And the thing is that, like, once a week we do this and we talk for an hour. Like, I have no memory of what the fuck we said unless we made a clip out of it and I like looked at the captions for a day. And like a good friend of mine texted me something like really dark and sad. It was just like, hey, don't put a whole gun in your mouth today. Something like that. And I was like, what? And I called him and he like wouldn't text me back. I guess because he was at work. I called him and I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, why did you send me that? And he was like, oh, I was talking about your podcast. The episode came out today. And I was like, oh, buddy, we recorded that like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I don't remember anything. I don't remember what we started talking about here with George Washington. I already forgot.
Yeah.
So what are the odds he chopped it down? We can't remember what we said 10 minutes ago.
There's no way.
No one remembers nothing.
And also, like, I guess that would be a thing at that time that would make somebody really mad. Like, did they eat a lot of cherries? Did they sell the cherry? Like, were they cherry farmers? I don't think so.
Why cherries? Why cherries?
You can't eat enough cherries for a meal. So, like, if it were an apple tree, it'd be like, oh, fuck, dude. Like, now we're not going to have apples next year. And that's like a big source of vitamins for us as a family. But it's not like, oh, my God, we get all of our B12 from the cherry tree.
I don't think they knew what B12 was.
I don't think so either. I don't think, and cherries have pits and they also taste like shit, basically. Yeah, like you have to
hate cherries.
Cover them in sugar and make it a pie to make it worth a fuck.
Why is life a bowl of cherries? Fuck that. Life is a bowl of cherries. I don't get it.
It sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks. And why?
I guess I'll do it, but I'd rather have a bowl of most other stuff.
Yeah, and it takes way, way longer to be over than you would think.
Isn't it crazy? Like, life is long.
I
Everybody who says it's short is full of shit. It took you 40 years to turn 40.
I know, dude. You would have think I would have been 40, 30 years ago.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, with all the shits I take. You know what I mean? I feel like after you take 15 shits, you're 40, right?
That sounds right.
What is
Well,
being 40 except making that face? That shit face. You guys know what I'm talking about.
You know what's weird?
Mhm.
I don't know if I've told you this. My theory. So you're 40, which means you've been an adult for how long? When do you think you became an adult?
3-4 months ago. In certain ways, I'm not an adult right now. I'm like, but okay, I don't know. I honestly think that somewhere around here's where I would say I became an adult. When I was like 28, I remember looking at my room and being like, I should clean it.
Oh,
And I think that was the moment.
was that the first time?
I had cleaned things before that for sure. But that was the moment. But this was a moment where like it was different. It was like me going, it's not filthy. No one's coming over. It's not going to change my life or do anything for me. It just is good to have your stuff in order and have things clean regularly.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Soul.
Totally. That was the moment I think I became an adult. And right around then, I also started eating vegetables and opening my mail.
I guess I just know all the women listening to this right now are just like, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, dude.
They all start doing that when they're like 14.
Yeah, well, they have to have a routine really early on, you know. I think that like the whole world is like, shave your legs, put on makeup, fuck you, and they're like, God damn, all right, I guess I'll get up early and put my life together. Yeah,
well, they have to. People are coming for their rights, so they got to be organized. They got to be ready. It's like any day, Handmaid's Tale's coming, so they're just like,
and everyone's talking to them all the time. That's the other thing.
I know, dude.
It's just the simple fact that the system, the way that like the dating system classically is set up is the man hits on the woman, and I hadn't really thought about it until not long ago. I want to say 10 years ago, it hit me. Maybe I was like had enough female friends. I don't know. But like it didn't really hit me till then that just means that all day, every day, every man talks to you.
Yeah. Ubers. I've never been a woman in an Uber alone with a male driver. That's got to be a nightmare every time. It's a nightmare for me just because they suck to hear their opinions. They're not trying to fuck me usually.
Totally.
And they're just sitting there going, yeah, this city, fucking mayor. And I'm like, I want to die.
I'm the mayor. I'm the fucking mayor, dude.
That's like, you imagine your Uber driver's like, so I'm a doctor. And it's like, you're an Uber driver. No, I'm a doctor.
I'm not. I'm not an Uber driver.
I don't have a second family. And you're like,
okay.
I think you're hitting on me and lying.
Well, I had to
buy you a drink.
I'm not really an Uber driver. I'm a doctor, but I had to start doing it because I chopped down this cherry tree, and I owe a lot of money to my dad. And if I don't pay it off, I won't be president one day. So, yeah, dude, this is a total tangent. But did I tell you about the Uber driver I had who was like asking me how much money specifically things in stand-up make because he wanted to become a comedian?
Oh wait, and didn't he say, oh hell yeah?
Yeah, he was like, at the time I thought when you do Conan you make $5,000. Now I know you make like $1,000. And he was like, how okay, it's a 4.5 minute set on Conan. How much money do you make? And I was like, I think $5,000. And he was like, okay, now I'm for sure gonna be a comedian.
Oh yeah.
Dude, $5,000 for $1,000 a minute? And I was like, right, and he was like, nah, dude, you sold me. I'm like, okay, fine, dude.
Dude, my one of my friends, after I did Conan the first time, guessed $10,000. And I couldn't believe, I was like, man.
Yeah,
I was like,
really high.
Everyone I grew up with must think I'm an asshole. If you think I'm making that kind of money and I'm still only visiting that often.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't go to my 10-year reunion because I was broke.
Yeah.
And I think they thought, oh, okay, I would have loved to have gone. But it's like Conan
Yeah.
pays $800. Okay.
Yeah.
It was gone
Totally.
immediately.
The amount of money, I'll just tell you, I still remember all the money I made when I did TV. The first time my sketch group got a sketch on Tosh.0, it was $300. The next time we did it, it was 200. And in the email where they told us it was 200, the guy said, but really we're paying you in exposure. He said that in the fucking email.
Oh, nice.
I think I made 900 when I did This Is Not Happening. Corden was like 1,000 or something. Yeah. It's really interesting how little it is. It's like really not very much money at all.
Oh, I know, dude. The second time I did Conan, I wasn't quite ready, but I was like, I need to send in this tape because I need that $800. I was like, I really need it.
Dude, wow. Fucking crazy.
Yeah. It's such a weird business. Now I'm like, oh man. I wonder, it's like I need to get a sitcom so I can pay off my student loans.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what it is, dude. Yeah, well, I'll just live off a credit card until I'm the world's most famous man. And then finally I'll be in a tax bracket that takes 55% of my income.
Yeah, yeah. If I got if I hosted the Oscars, then I could get a car.
That's so funny, dude. Totally. That's why Chris Rock didn't talk shit after he got hit. He had to cash that check. Oh man, I can't pay my mortgage until I get the check from the Academy. Fuck.
Oh yeah. I really hope I pay off my student loans before I'm 50. That's my hope.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the Earth gets hit by a comet.
Ooh, they're still gonna find a way. They'll find a way. Totally. It's gonna be the opposite of Don't Look Up. The comet's gonna be coming here, and American Express is gonna blow it up.
It's gonna charge everybody. That's so funny. They make you empty your bank account even though you're gonna die. I'm like, what the fuck? Dude, you're gonna die too. Like, yeah, but I want your fucking money. Or they blow up the comet. That's funny.
Yeah, they shoot an American Express missile. No.
The human race continues simply so credit card companies can keep making money.
In a joint mission with American Express and Sally Mae.
Yeah, totally.
They blew up the comet.
Oh boy. Oh man. Goldman Sachs, it can't be just a room filled with dust.
Yeah, they're gonna save us so that what a world.
I was trying to think of a joke about the dust in the air from the comet hitting us being money now. That's what I was doing.
And then we would get this is behind the curtain, folks. These riffs don't always
I want to show you how I look, man. Because 99 out of 100 riffs that I say are perfect. You know what I mean? They're all perfect. So I want you to know what happens at the failed ones.
I bet too, when the comet comes, it'll be like we'll all be getting those Postmates alerts where it's like getting the munchies during the comet watch party.
Oh, totally, dude.
Into the world in that hunger.
Yeah.
Is that a fear boner in your pants, or are you hungry?
Are you trying to come at the exact moment you die? Pornhub is free until you die.
The world will end one day.
Yeah.
And when the world ends, what percentage of Earth do you think will be watching porn at that moment?
Oh yeah,
it's
man.
Going to be like 1 million people are going to be like, no. No.
Right.
Dude.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, if it's a surprise, it will be whatever percentage of people are watching porn at any given moment, which is, I think, 70-80% of people.
Most people listening to this podcast
are currently watching porn, and I encourage it. I think you should listen to us in the L headphone and then listen to porn in the R headphone. Yeah. And that way you can be entertained while you jerk off,
Yeah. It helps you get good at multitasking.
Yeah, totally, dude. I think you should jerk off while you're operating machines, you know, anywhere from a blender all the way up to one of those
Oh no. No,
cranes
I
that
got to
helps you.
stop you right there, Dave.
Huh? Why?
Do
Why?
not jerk off while operating a blender.
Yeah. Well, don't put your dick in the. Don't jerk off. Caleb, don't be ridiculous. I'm
Look.
saying the blender's up here on the counter and your dick is down here below the counter. Two separate things.
Just saying,
it's like a walk and chew gum situation.
There's a lot of jostling around. You're going to knock the blender off. It's going to bounce off the counter. It's going to slice your dick open.
That's true. I mean, I suppose it is probably worth saying at this moment that I am kidding about all of this, and you should never do anything I say because I never mean it.
Never do anything Dave says.
Definitely don't jerk off while you're using a blender. Don't jerk off while you're doing anything except jerking off, really.
Yeah, live in the moment.
Yeah, totally. One thing at a time.
I heard George Washington jerked off while he was chopping down the cherry tree.
Yeah, well, that's why his dad was actually mad because it was illegal to jerk off back then. And
it might have been.
I think for
it
kids,
might have been. I think the Magna Carta.
Yeah. It wasn't until the Declaration of Independence that people in the continental United States could beat off.
Yeah.
Before that, you had to pay a tax. Yeah. Why do you think his name was John Hancock? You know what I'm saying? You don't get a name like that if you're not jerking off.
Those were the intolerable acts. King George was like, no.
Yeah.
There'll be no. What did they call it back then? I'm sure they called it like tugging.
Yeah.
Tug of the button.
Wagging the front.
Yeah.
No, wagging the front. That's really gross sounding. Yeah. No one can J.O. and everyone has a cherry tree.
Welcome to What's It Called, everybody. That's what we're doing.
To What's It Called? We don't know what our podcast is.
That was a very long cold open, but
what's up? What's it callers? What's up, Richard
what's up,
Carnes?
Richard Carnes? Get ready to lay down.
You fucking sleepers, get ready to lay down.
Yeah.
Welcome to the fucking show. Our website is whatsitcalled.rodeo, and go there for all the links to our stuff. We got social media, and we are each of you. We also have a YouTube. There's a link to watch our video episodes on there too. We haven't kicked off our merch store yet, but we are both wearing our merch right now. I have a what do you call this? 5-panel hat. Caleb's wearing a trucker hat, and
that's right, dog.
Sometime in the next month, but yeah, we have the proto versions of our shit we're wearing right now.
Hell yeah! Excited. And doesn't it look good? Check us out on YouTube. You know,
I like our logo.
It looks great,
dude. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/what's it called for bonus episodes. Also, everybody who signs up gets a shout out, and everyone at the $25 level gets shouted out every episode. We'll do that at the end. And follow us on Twitter at What's It Pod if you want to jump in and help us rename shit. This week we're renaming Arby's, and
Arby's.
We're gonna do that in just a moment. But before we rename Arby's, I think it's worth saying that I am blackout drunk on beer from El Segundo Brewing right now.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, and let me tell you, it's a clean blackout drunk. You hear how crisp Dave is? These riffs were great. 99% of them were good.
Most times you drink and you get blackout drunk, it's a lot like the movie Saw, but not on El Segundo Brewing beers. No, sir. It's it's just a nice cool darkness. Yeah, you don't get those flashes of memory where you're like, oh, did I do that? You don't know what you did at all.
No, and that's the way I like it. I had an icy cold, delicious El Segundo beer the other night at Stories Books and Cafe in Echo Park at the great show Good Heroin. And boy, it really hit the spot. Drink it there. Go get it at the store. El Segundo, everything they make is very good. And when you have El Segundo, if you engage in a sex act that day with an enthusiastic partner, it's gonna go great.
That's right. And if you jerk off, you come 0.3 ounces more. And I shouldn't just make it exclusive to jerking off, whether you have a penis or a vagina, both, or perhaps something I don't understand. Either way, whatever fluid you excrete, it's more when you drink a Mayberry IPA.
Whatever fluid. That was such a dignified.
Yeah,
Whatever
man.
fluid you excrete.
Look, I don't know what cum is. You know, what is cum? People keep saying girl cum. Is it pee? And I keep asking myself why that matters. Why do we ask
Yeah.
ever like, oh, when women squirt, is that piss? And I know that that's not necessarily cum. Squirting is a different thing. Blah blah blah. But every time I'm like, is squirt pee? When I hear that, I'm like, you just are horny. I think you just.
Well, there must be an answer. It's got to be science. Must have no.
Yeah, I mean, but like, I guess, yes, I guess so. But to me, I guess it's not a thing that matters. To me, so hypothetically, let's say that squirt out of a vagina is urine, right? Then like what makes anything to you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they were like, it's not like it's not like gonna be hot sauce. It's not like something you shouldn't get in your eye. It's not like poisonous. There's no like disease in it. So it's just like, let's say it's all urine, but it's not though, because it happened during sex. And I would argue that it's just a substance. And what defines it being squirt is the fact that it was squirted, right?
Well, what is it though? If it's not like, so it's, but what is it?
I don't know. Who cares? It's
So they
great. It's great. That's what it is.
I guess anyone in the position, anyone else in the room when it happens is not like, what's that? They're just like,
what? Hey, wait, stop. Get a cup. Get a cup.
Bring me my Erlenmeyer flask and my Bunsen burner.
Hold on, we got to test this squirt for COVID.
Oh, it's so funny. I would love to see Biden to finally put it to rest. Him and Fauci are up there. A lot of people want to know if squirt, is it pee? Is it something else?
Totally.
Wow.
Yeah.
I say whatever it is, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
I like it when you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe I made that happen. I don't know if I made it happen, but I got to see it. And that's what America's all about.
95% of every day I have a full diaper.
I was speaking to my wife to see if she did. In fact, she did, in fact, squirt. She said to me, she said, Joe.
Joe and Jill, dude. It sounds made up.
Oh,
I'm Joe, and this is my wife, Jill.
Yeah, they made him in the Democrat factory.
Yeah,
hello.
Totally.
I'm Irish a little bit.
We're the first two people who are both born and die in the same casket. It really just seems like they were like, my father is a tree and my mother is a wagon. I'm Joe. I'm from Delaware and I take the train and I'm the president.
I bet he reminds people that.
Yeah.
Every time he's on the phone.
Isn't that crazy? He just seems like he seems like he still plays with He-Man toys. That dude. I just got the new Castle Grayskull. Jill, come check it out. I'm gonna get Skeletor. I'm real close.
I'm actually curious if he was born before zippers. Do you think they had zippers when he was
not going both ways? They hadn't invented other side zippers just yet.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Yeah, no. I think that from at least until Joe Biden was at least 45, all his pants had a button fly for sure. And he was like, wait, what? Damn, I can get my dick right out. Oh man. Damn, I'm used to it being a whole project.
Oh boy. It's so funny because like when I was a little kid, did you ever zip your penis up in your pants accidentally? I think it's happened
accidentally. Yeah, I did a time or two. It's the worst.
It's the horrible feeling.
Horrible.
But I wonder if anyone's ever tried to button up their pants so fast they button their dick up.
I got my dick caught between two of the buttons. That's so funny, dude. This actually happened to me with drying cement. Yeah. My dick is still on a Connecticut sidewalk. A little part of my dick.
We gotta rename Arby's, dude.
We do. For real, like very quickly though, we do love El Segundo Brewing. They are our sponsor, and we appreciate them a great deal. And we get all stupid about it, but they legitimately are. They make great beer and they're great people. Check them out.
The Citra Pale Ale, Mayberry IPA, Broken Skull in the lager or IPA form, very popular, and that's pretty much across the country. So get yourself a Broken Skull if you like the hops. If you don't, they got the lager and the IPA, and it's Steve Austin. Who doesn't love that guy?
And Caleb wasn't lying when he said my old show, Good Heroin in LA at Stories, Books, and Cafe has Mayberry IPA on tap and some of their other beers in tall cans, and it's on drink special. I'm pretty sure Mayberry is $5 Saturday nights there.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
And what a deal! Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Good Heroin, still free. That's a good ass Saturday night. You get to see Rob Hayes and Lindsay Adams, two of the best. There's always last time I did it, Rory Scovel was on there. It was an incredible show. And you can get a Mayberry IPA. Let's say you have 3. That seems like good. $15. You tip $1 each beer. You're up to 18 to 20. One of the best shows on the planet. That's a good night.
Yeah.
And you get to drink El Segundo. It's a great deal. And El Segundo tastes like heaven, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So go do it.
I miss it already.
Hell yeah, dude. You should move to LA.
I should, dude. I'll figure it out.
It's great out here, dude.
My plan is to have 10 different addresses this year. That's my main thing I want to do, to just like complicate everything about my life.
Oh yeah, you get 10 addresses, I'll get 10 roommates, and we'll be we'll set records.
Dude. And we're both at the beach. These watch our YouTube episodes, and you can see our fancy backdrops we got now that we're remote.
They're so nice. We're a couple of beach boys.
You want to rename Arby's, buddy?
Hell yeah, dude. How about this? I got a name for Arby's. Bottom Round.
Oh, Caleb.
That's a good one.
Is that is Top Round in a lot of places?
I don't know if it is. That's why I went with it first.
Yeah. Top Round is another chain of roast beef fast food places. It is really good. Yeah. So it is an accurate pun and good name. But I don't know where they have Top Round. It might be, I don't know where it is. Might be everywhere. Might not. I don't know. But check it out. Good.
Go eat at Top Round, and then you'll love that joke.
There's one at Fairfax and Pico. It's so good.
Yeah. I've been there several times. It's very good.
I always go with Dave Wade. Dave's like, you want to go to Top Round?
I know, me too. Every time I've been with him too. He loves Top Round.
Funny. He loves Top Round. And he always goes when Jeff Tate's in town because Jeff Tate loves it. All those old Ohio men want to go eat roast beef.
They want to go eat beef
in Hollywood. Where's the beef? No, but actually, where is it? I want to actually know. I'm not making a joke.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, okay, here's a name for Arby's. Gumby's.
All right. You only eat us in the car. You ever? I never sat down in there.
Oh yeah, never. Okay. Boobies.
Arby's.
Okay, yeah. Dumpies.
The most crumbs of any place in the world.
Bam Bam Burger.
Go ahead and put your elbow on the table. It'll slide right off.
Fast beef.
All right, this one's long. Too many headsets. I get why the drive-thru guy has one, but why do you have one? You're not near the drive-thru.
Yeah, totally. All right. Oops, I went here.
Hey, we really forgot about the cowboy theme here, didn't we?
CrossFit, you can eat.
Try our Arby sauce. It's barbecue.
Cowboy Grandpa's diarrhea drive-through.
That's not bad. If it that's good.
Yeah,
I would go there.
Yeah.
I got. Oh no! The flatbreads are pretty good too, though.
Do they have flatbreads at Arby's?
They have something like that.
What a
It's always what people say. They go, no, it's not just roast beef. They got like a flatbread.
I think it's okay that McDonald's has wraps, but I think that you should get punched once when you order it. You're like, yeah. I will have.
What are you doing? Did you want to come here?
Yeah, dude. Just go to fucking Starbucks or whatever.
It makes as much sense as wanting a salad at AutoZone. It's like, that's not what you don't always get a salad everywhere.
Well, my
you
car's
go.
fat. It's that my car's fat, so I can't be fat too.
You tell me I can't get a salad at Barnes and Noble? No, it's a bookstore.
Right.
Why can't I want to get a salad at the DMV. It's the fucking. What is wrong with you?
Wow, that's such a good point.
Everywhere
it is
you
not
go.
what McDonald's does. It's not what they do at all. That's so funny. Yeah, the reverse is also funny. Like, yeah, let me get a Big Mac and 10 gallons of 87.
Right. That would be like me go everywhere I go. I'm going to the library. Where's my chicken nuggets? No, that's McDonald's. Chicken nuggets should be everywhere I go.
Well, it really actually is that. I was thinking about this in myself the other day. I was like getting frustrated about something. I forget what it was. It was like I was noticing myself getting frustrated that like I couldn't find a place to have like falafel delivered to my house on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fucked up. And then I was like, is it? Or is it just that I have been trained to think I get everything all the time?
Oh, I know.
And we live in a world where people are just like, why can't I buy a gun at the Apple store? I should be able to buy a gun at the Apple store.
If Apple started making guns, dude,
guns.
why don't the old bullets fit the Apple gun? My old Apple bullets.
Yeah, totally. They shot me with an iPhone 11. It says shot with an iPhone 11 and it's just a dead body.
iPhone 11's got 3 bullets.
Come to the Apple store, you get the gun and the coffin. You get we can bury you. We can kill you and bury you with the same phone.
Dude, I went to the Apple store the other day and they had an Apple water bottle. It was like, it'll tell you how much is left in there. Who gives a fuck?
Just drink it, dude.
Just
drink it.
Totally. I love Apple. I got the watch, I got the phone, I got the laptop, I got the headphones.
Totally.
I love them, but water, chill, okay? No guns, no water bottles. But they're not going to stop.
Get the new iHat. It tells you if you got your hat on. It goes boop boop. You got a hat on.
It's like there's a guy desperate to keep his job where he's just like, fuck. We did headphones, we did watch, we did.
Yeah, dog. Can we make a dog? How do we make a dog?
Eye shirt.
Yeah. It's
what they should
like
really do is make an eye bra so that it'll just come off.
There. Okay. Yeah. You know? Alexa, take my shirt off. Yeah, that way. No, we're not trying. You don't have to have someone help you get the zipper of your ball gown up. Alexa, put my gown on. Put my fucking gown on.
Alexa, take my shirt off.
Siri, I'm horny. Finding Pornhub.
Oh man, this is our best episode.
Absolutely, always is, every time.
Oh, we got to read those tweets.
Wait, hold on. I had one more Arby's name.
Oh yeah, me too. I got one more.
Red Meat Redemption.
My last one is Third Choice.
Yeah,
because it's always you can't agree. You're with your friends, and it's like okay. Arby's.
Like well, I guess Arby's is right here.
Everybody likes the fries.
Yeah, totally. They got that chicken thing with bacon. It seems fine.
Yeah, the ranch, chicken bacon ranch. Ooh, I like this already. We got at Dave Waite right at the top. Big hats, big beefs.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Dave. Big fan.
Oh, so many good ones.
At Kiss at Chris Calabrese. Everything inside is a toilet.
We got at Bushel of Awesome said we have the meat sweats. That's pretty dope.
At Tomboy Jag, extremely processed and incredibly moist. Man,
moist.
That's actually what they call me. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Is that pee? Or you pee?
Is it piss?
That'll be a new show on Netflix. Is it piss?
Is it piss? And it's just always a glass of yellow liquid. And it's like Fortune Feimster, like, I don't know if it's piss. And
no, Steve Harvey has to host Is It Piss?
Is it piss? Is it piss? Yeah. Only the Lord will tell you if it's piss. You got to get right with God if you want to know.
You got to act like a piss and think like a squirt. That's what Steve Harvey says.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It doesn't matter if the squirt is piss if you're drinking piss every day.
Oh, boy.
Wow. At Turducken MRE, Yosemite hymns, animal shavings on bread.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's tight, dude.
There we go. Man, there's so many good ones.
At Dave and Caleb's mom says, we have the regrets.
Oh, that's good. At Kickasatron, my wife told me to pick something else. That's true.
That's really funny. I'm still Dave Wade Comedy's Big Hats, Big Beefs is still really up there.
Ooh, I like Tomboy. What is this? Is Tomboy Jag said meat slaps.
Yeah, I saw that. That's really good. At Tabularius AE, Meat Mountain.
Ooh, it is. Meat Mountain would actually be probably maybe a better name. At Darth Plato says, risk it for the brisket. That's very good.
Nice.
That might be a Ricky shit right there.
At that CPA girl. Whoa, I just burped.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
At that CPA girl says, America's beefery. It's really great.
Beefery is a good word.
Oh, at Bad Wig says, thin slices for thick folks. That's nice, dude.
Oh, I love this one from your homie Pat said, look, no line.
Oh, shit, dude. This one's great, too, from at Bad Wig. Adios aorta.
Oh, that's good.
That's really, really, really great.
Ooh, at Turducken MRA said limp brisket. I really like limp brisket.
I saw that. It's great. At Bimbos from Space says, America sandwich.
Ooh, hell yeah.
At Rando Dixon Art, Schmarbies.
I got to tell you, there's a lot of good ones here, but I think Risk It for the Brisket is unbelievably good.
Risk It for the Brisket is really good. Also, I really like Yosemite Ham's animal shavings on bread. That one's really crazy. Really also, there are so many responses to this one that there's no way we're going to read them all. So,
yeah.
So if we don't get to yours,
really went in.
It's almost.
Thank you for tweeting us. This is our most tweets we've ever got.
Yeah, totally. It's cool. Yeah, Darth Plato crushed it with that one. At Laundry Pants says H. John Benjamin has diarrhea. I don't know what it has to do with him.
He might do the voice now because I saw a few John Benjamin references. Maybe he's the one who's like, you gotta get the Arby's.
We have the meats. I thought that it was Ving Rhames.
Maybe it's like Colonel Sanders and they just do a bunch.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe I just think everyone with a deep voice is Ving Rhames now. There's also that.
Well,
I mean, this is good. At Bunny Slip says, we have the queefs.
Ooh. Ooh, boy.
And
you got the beef curtain there, too. That's great.
At Immortal Wombat says, come on down and get you a big old pile of meat next to the gas station. That's really funny.
I'm getting hungry. I'm down.
At Strum My Banjo says Barbies. At Asparagus Fring says Sloppy Arthurs. That's really funny, dude. I think it was Ving Rhames for a while because Strum My Banjo says Ving Rhames making me sob.
Yeah, I think that's true.
I'm just going to try to bang through a bunch of them, and still, I know I'm not getting to all the good ones, and I'm sorry if I miss yours because these are all great. At Bimbos from Space also says, salad is for pussies. Hell yeah, dude. At Fondle Punch says, farties.
Farties is good.
Yeah.
Farties is good.
Wow. At Chagadelic says, long fat silvers or long fat slivers. Oh, funny. Interesting. Either way, actually, both of those are good. Long fat slivers or long fat silvers.
So many good ones.
Yeah. How are we going to pick, dude?
I don't know. I think the
I think
the
you're right about Darth Plato. I think
that's really tough to beat. It's funny, it rhymes, it's honestly pretty good. Like that's a pretty
yeah,
good name.
totally. It's yeah.
That would be their sales event. It's Risk It for the Brisket is back for 2 weeks.
Risk it for the brisket. Yeah, I think
That's
we got to do
really
risk
good.
it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got it, buddy.
Ricky
And
shit.
you have
Good
been
going, Darth Plato.
You have the retweets. You get it. Nice, dude.
I do get it, dude.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, before
buddy.
we shout out the Patreoners, I just want to say I'll be at Laughs in Tucson September 9th and 10th. So come get those tickets. It's going to be fun. I think my brother's coming to that on one of those shows.
That's
so
cool.
come on out. It'll be great. We need to pack these shows or they'll never book me again.
Yeah. And in that town, if you don't get booked again, you die. So
That's
Caleb
true.
will die if you don't go to a show. And shout out to our producers from our Patreon, Dante Beckwith.
Hell yeah, Dante.
Peter Cumistra.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda Richards.
Hell
James
yeah,
Colton, Anna Snyder, Peter Dahlberg, Eric Williams, and Jane Palatini. Shout out to you.
Thank you so much, too. Y'all are making this show great.
So much. Truly, join our Patreon if you want bonus episodes. We do all sorts of dumb stuff on there. And, join our Discord. Follow us on Twitch. We're going to be back to twitching like probably a couple times a month now. And we're just fucking excited to be here. Thank you guys so much.
We love
You're the
you.
best.
Tell your friends, get on the What's It train.
Yeah. Leave us reviews and ratings on Spotify and iTunes and stuff.
Yeah.
That always helps. And
help us out. We got 3 listeners, so let's get it on up.
Yeah, and we need those 3 people to listen a lot of times.
I know.
Yeah.
El Segundo said if we don't get to 4 listeners by June, well, that's past June,
then Caleb will kill us.
I know.
We
forgot how to riff. All right,
Okay.
Look, you try it.
Bye.
We love you.
What's it called? What's it called? What's it called?